Hello students, in the previous session we looked at transition and school readiness, the link between the two building blocks that one must possess for transiting from one setting to another. At the end of the module, the reader will be able to understand the concept of school readiness, important attributes required for successful transition in children. The difficult transition times can be made easy by introducing few preventive strategies. Skills can be taught to children to make sure transitions are successful. Educators can use these strategies to make transition effective. Looking carefully at a family schedule, routine and transition. Educators can look into family schedules, routines and transition and help them in individualizing it for effectiveness. Educators can help parents to think about the transitions or schedules which are not necessary or can be changed. Educators can make sure that children's schedules are consistent, helping them to make it easier to predict the sequence of the day. Relooking at the schedule. Designing a schedule to reduce transition and increasing the time children spend in developmentally appropriate activities. This can help in reducing challenging behaviors in children. Schedules need to be designed for a particular period for a particular activity. So children do not or seldom spend time wasting for the other activity to start. Original schedule of a classroom versus revised schedule of a classroom. In original schedule, 8:15 to 8:25 arrival, 8:25 to 8:45 free play, 8:45 to 9 o'clock circle time, 9 to 9:15 small group activity, 9:15 to 10 music time, 10 to 10:15 book time, 10:15 to 10:45 snacks, 10:45 to 11 outdoor time and 11 o'clock departure. Whereas in the revised schedule, 8:15 to 8:45 arrival, hand wash and table toys, 8:45 to 9 o'clock large group activities, 9 to 10:20 hand wash or snacks according to the center's preference, 10:20 to 10:40 book time or music time. Children can be divided into two groups. Each group can be decided on the activity which is given by the educator. 10:40 to 11 outdoor and 11 o'clock departure. In the revised schedule, children need not transit from one activity to another frequently as with the original schedule. Children has the advantage of selecting the activity they would prefer to do and the snack time is according to the center's choice. This can be varied according to children. These kind of changes in the schedule can be done to lessen transition between activities in the classroom. Planning ahead. During classroom transactions, when moving from one activity to another, there is some wait time that children go through. During the wait time, children need to be introduced to certain materials and activities which will help them to transact from one activity to another. Having materials ready. Materials required for the next activities should be kept ready before starting the activity. For example, when transacting from free play to science activity, educator can keep all the materials required for science activity. Using different methods, music, song, signal, cues or predictable noises can be used to signal transition. A cleanup song can be sung to help children understand that it's time for them to pick up toys. Using visual cues. Actions, flashcards, picture cards can be used to teach children about transaction. As the timer indicates, educator can show the visual cue to help children understand the transition. Introducing games. Games can also be introduced into the schedule to assist children transit from one activity to another. Games like Pretend Play, Simon Says can be introduced in the environment. Teach expectations of the day. Children often do not know the schedule of the day, and transiting from one activity to another is a difficult task. If children do not know what to do during a transition, for example, a transition that happens on a regular basis, washing hands or cleaning up, consider that one child is new in a setting and do not know the process of hand wash or the steps involved in hand wash. Then the teacher or the educator is expected to teach the child the rules or the process involved in hand wash. Roles of a teacher. Schedules and timetables are posted for children, and it involves only the day-to-day activities of children. Teachers or educators can observe and take notes of the transition that happens in classroom to better understand the potential triggers of challenging behaviors. The educators can look into the notes to critically evaluate the transition and can plan a schedule to bring positive behaviors in them. Teachers can be assigned roles and responsibilities to make sure children transit effectively. Strategic planning of the movement is an important factor. For example, as children enter school, teachers can wait near the entrance to welcome and escort them into the classroom. Educators can note children in the need of extra help and render them the help required for smooth transition. For instance, children who cannot comprehend the audio cues can be given visual cues to help them understand the instructions provided by the educator. Stories. Educators can narrate stories about children transiting from one class to another or even one school to another. During this activity, educators can encourage children to ask questions and express their concerns related to transition or starting a new school. Educators can solve or give suggestions for children to overcome these situations. Administrators and lead teachers are the most responsible in ensuring children go through smooth transition during and after school. They can set certain policies and procedures to make sure children are benefited during the class hours. Communication between the educators and the administrators need to be established in the initial phase of academic year. This helps them to collaborate between the early care setting and the other school activities. The following ideas can be used in an early childhood setting. Schedule regular meetings for the teachers to share experiences in teaching different concepts. Meetings can be organized every week, thus helping other teachers to try the strategy which was successful for another one. Workshops and training sessions can be organized for teachers, thus improving their professional skills. These training sessions can focus on one aspect like transitions, classroom management skills, planning an effective lesson plan, etc. Collaborations with teachers and principals from other schools can be conducted in early learning centers. This can share their experience, which will bring about a change in teaching strategies. Collaborations between kindergarten teacher and primary teacher can be encouraged. This pairing between the teachers will help bounce ideas, plan activities for transition, plan units for transitions, etc. Management of the early learning centers can recruit educators from community which will represent community linguistically and culturally. This will help educators and administrators to reach out to the family members and will help them to involve parents and children in meaningful transactions. As children move on to the higher classes, their schedules and routines differ from pre-primary level. Children in the pre-primary levels are supposed to stay in the school for a longer period, control their bowels, sit in the class for a longer time, etc. Administration can plan activities for successful transition from pre-primary to primary school or classroom. Activities like taking children to a primary classroom, slightly changing their routines and schedules to match the primary timetables, reducing the lunch break or break time can be done to help children achieve better transition when moving from pre-primary to primary school or classroom. Children are developmentally ready to enter school and to transit from one setting to another. They require help in transiting smoothly, and this help can be provided by the school and the educators. Strategic planning and commitment from the educators will help children in moving from one activity to another and from one environment to another. Children find it difficult to cope with the transitions, and if not addressed, it can lead to challenging behaviors in them. If a child continues to have challenging behaviors, it may be necessary for educators to develop an individualized plan for the child.